Well, it looks like the Borderlands franchise is not going to get better anytime soon. Borderlands 3 was a huge disaster, the writing was god-awful, the main villains were Twitch streamers, which was beyond obnoxious, the humor was terrible compared to Borderlands 2, the villain of Borderlands 2, Handsome Jack, is one of the best villains in gaming, and the Vault Hunters in Borderlands 3 were so boring, lame, and forgettable. The only thing it had better was the gunplay. The gameplay itself and the shooting was better compared to Borderlands 2, but everything else was trash. And now Gearbox is showing us what the Vault Hunters will look like for Borderlands 4, and it looks like the worst garbage you've ever seen in your life. Here is that tweet right here. It says, introducing all four all-new Vault Hunters seeking wealth and glory on Kairos. We're excited to share more about each of them in 2025. These are one of the most boring, lame, ugly, no swag, no excitement, no coolness, no standout features, lame, smelly Vault Hunters ever. There's nobody that stands out. You can't even tell what their abilities are just by looking at them. They all look terrible. They all look stupid, cheap, lazy, Chinese knockoff looking Vault Hunters. Why would you do this? Nobody likes this shit. And I thought the ones in Borderlands 3 was boring and forgettable. You didn't even have any DLC Vault Hunters in Borderlands 3. So you couldn't even add more to the garbage. And now you add these boring, ugly, lame, forgettable Vault Hunters for Borderlands 4? And on top of that, do you guys notice how the game looks? What happened to your art style? Why does everything look dirty and muddy and grimy and dusty? Borderlands 2 looked like a shell-shaded comic book. Now everything's just muddied away. Everything's just watered out. There's no color. Why does this whole industry not know how to add color into their games? Everything is gray and dusty in all these AAA games. Look at how Borderlands 2 looks. Here's a picture right here. Borderlands 2 Vault Hunters. What happened to the art style of this franchise? It's gone. They completely destroyed their own art. Look at this Borderlands 2 comic book looking art style. It's trash now. They ruined the whole franchise. What the hell is wrong with this company? Borderlands 2 is still the best game. You are going downhill ever since then. You do not have any talent anymore. You have no good artists at your company. You don't have a good writer at your company, because the same guy who wrote Borderlands 3 is writing Borderlands 4. So it's going to be the same god-awful millennial humor. It's not going to get any better. This franchise is fucked. And everybody in the replies is letting you know how terrible this game looks. Like this reply here. It says, why do they look like something out of Warframe? No, I think they look worse than Warframe. I don't even play Warframe. I've seen a little bit of it, but I'd rather touch that than play this ugly, dusty, dirty game. That's an insult to Warframe, honestly, and that game isn't even that impressive itself. But I'd rather play that than Borderlands 4. It's just unbelievable how this industry gets fucking dirtier and dirtier with the art styles. They don't have good art. I'm tired of every AAA game looking ugly. Where is the talent? Why, as time goes on, you developers get worse and worse and worse and worse? Every time I see these companies, they make a worse game than they did before. They don't know what a good game is anymore. And it's just fucking embarrassing at this point. And it doesn't look like it's gonna get any better. And everybody is saying you fucked over your whole art style. There's a whole bunch of replies saying that. What happened to the art style? Heartbreaking. Is it just me, or has Borderlands almost completely lost its own art style? All of these look very boring. You pretty much get the idea. This game looks like shit. I am not excited after the disaster of Borderlands 3. I'm done with this fucking franchise. We're never gonna go back to the excitement of Borderlands 2 and have an amazing villain like Handsome Jack just talking shit through the phone throughout the whole game with 4 amazing characters plus 2 DLC characters plus the amazing comic book shell-shaded art style. It's gone. It's dirty, it's watered out, it's blurry now, it's ugly, it's lame, it's corny, the writing is shit, the writing is awful. Borderlands 2, if you played it for the first time, you were laughing your ass off at all the crazy shit that Handsome Jack said, and all the psychos too were funny as well. Borderlands 3, completely corny, lame, try-hard, millennial, Hollywood, queer humor, just completely fucking nuked the whole writing, because there's no such thing as a good writer anymore. Every form of entertainment, movies, video games, comic books has god-awful writing. Nobody knows how to write like a normal human being. Everybody write like some fucking loser that sat in the back of the classroom their whole life. Like some goddamn internet dweller who sits on Twitter all day and never had a real interaction in the real dimension. That's why we get all these fucking stupid, corny jokes in every form of entertainment. It's boring, it's obnoxious, and I just don't have the energy to watch and sit through cringe and garbage. So oh well for Borderlands. You'll never reach the peak of Borderlands 2. I'm hoping for some layoffs at Gearbox when this game comes out. All we have to do is wait and see how well the game sells. And I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Borderlands 4 and Gearbox, go fuck yourself.